Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Backyard Barbecue. My name's Wade. I'm going to be looking after you guys for a while. Going to be doing some super simple things, easy to do from the backyard, carry on with all different things, different tasting things and so forth. Like I said, it's the first episode. We've got quite a bit of stuff that we're going to get through, get it all sorted out and so forth. But the first thing that we're going to do today is obviously just the loin bacon. We're going to do it with maple. We're going to cure it. And then from there we're going to put it in the smoker. I'm lucky enough to have myself a Traeger. Going to smoke it for a bit and then obviously do a taste test at the end of it. Super simple to do, super easy. And what I'll do is I'll walk you through the steps. Like I said, super simple. Let's crack right on with it. So for some of you guys that don't know, obviously this here is a pork loin, nice little piece of meat here. What we're going to be doing is obviously turning it into a nice bit of bacon. To do that we're going to be doing it with a maple cure. So we're going to be using Canadian maple syrup. Going to give that a nice little dose over it. And then obviously we've got your kosher salt, rock salt, whatever you want to call it, and brown sugar. We're going to be doing a dry rub on this loin. Get it all up in a vac bag, leave it for about 10 days, 5 to 10 days, whatever you want. And then we'll take it out and then pop it in the Traeger. First step of this is obviously to get this lovely little bit of loin here wrapped up in the Canadian maple syrup. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a light little sprinkle of it over. Not too much, you don't need a lot of it to be fair. The flavour does come through quite strong when you do start curing it. So like I said, just a tad of it. We're going to coat this meat all over with the maple, and trust me, it's going to be absolutely delightful when we actually get it all sorted. So yeah, just a light little rub around on it. Make sure you get it everywhere. So that's looking awesome. So now that the loin's all covered up in maple syrup, what we're going to do is we're going to mix the kosher salt together with the brown sugar. Get that on all the corners as well. Then we're going to get it in the Vaclock bag. We're going to put it in the fridge for probably 7 to 10 days. And yeah, after that we'll take it out, get it in the smoker. So this is just your salt, sugar. I'm going to mix them together, make it nice and simple. Get it mixed about, and then we're going to cover the meat up in it. Again, you want to cover all the sides of the meat generously. So this here is called a dry rub. You could put pepper on it at this point as well. Get a nice little peppered bacon going on. You could put it with bay leaves, you could put it with other different types of things. But myself, I do really like the cure with the maple, so that's why we're going to be doing it like this. So get all the sides covered up as much as you can. Make sure you get in all the little nooks and crannies as well, guys. So that covered up in the salt, sugar mix, and what we're going to do now is Vaclock it up, get it in the fridge for the next 10 days. Righto guys, so if you don't have a vacuum sealer, the next thing that you could do is a Ziploc bag, whatever the case may be, but you got to get as much air out of the bag, just so obviously all the salt and the sugars can get up into the meat. So just make sure that you get as much air out of the bag. I'm lucky enough to have a vacuum sealer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the meat straight up into a little vacuum bag, and we'll get that in nice and tight and up into the fridge. Simple as that. Get it over onto the vac sealer. Right, so now that's all backed into the vac sealer, what we're going to do is get the air out of it, seal the bag, and then we'll pop it in the fridge for the next 10 days. This will obviously seal the bag off, keep it nice and tight. Obviously you can see the moisture already inside the bag there. So what we'll do is bang it in the fridge, leave it in there for 5 to 10 days. We'll take it out, put it in the Traeger, and we'll take it from there. See you in a bit.
A few days later.
Right guys, welcome back to the episode. So it's been 7 days since we've put this pork loin up into the fridge to obviously cure. As you can see now, it's all nice. You can see all the juice coming out of it at the moment now. So yeah, meat's really hard now as well. So what we're going to do today is obviously get it out, rinse it all off, and then we're going to stick it up in the Traeger probably for about 2-3 hours or so, just to get enough smoke in it so we got the flavor of it. So yeah, let's get this bad boy open and take it from there, I guess. As you can see, there's loads of like juice that's come out of the meat. That there, just throw it straight away. You don't need it at all. But yeah, as you can see, the meat is looking really good now, looking quite a lot like bacon. So yeah, next step is now just to rinse the meat off. So what I'm going to do is just come across over here, get all the salt and everything off of that. Give it a good scrub down so it's, you know, clean of all salts. And we'll get it back on the chopping board. Right here, so now that that's all done, what we're going to do is we're just going to like pat it down, get all the moisture off of it, just so it's all good and ready to go. So just pat down all the sides. Right here, so now that's done, we're going to set that up in the Traeger 2 to 3 hours, like I said earlier on. Just to get the smoke in it. So what we'll do is we'll pop out now, take you out, show you through the Traeger, show you what we've got cooking in it now, and take it from there. So guys, welcome to the backyard. Finally, we are finally out here. Bacon's all sorted. So what we're going to be doing today is obviously getting the bacon in the Traeger. We're going to be smoking it for 2, 3, maybe 4 hours, depending on how we feel. Take it out, we'll do a taste test later on. I'm fortunate enough to have myself a Traeger. I'm not sponsored by Traeger in any way, shape or form. So what we're going to be running here is the D575 Pro Series. Give you a quick run through on the Traeger itself. So obviously this is the nice little setup that we have here. Do have all the grills in nice and clean as well. So we're ready to rock. We are going to be doing the Traeger hickory pellets today, for a good flavor on the bacon, obviously. Hopper's nice and full, ready to go. So let's get this bad boy on, shall we? What we're going to be doing today is getting it on low heat to smoke the bacon today. Like I said, 2 to 3 hours. We're going to leave it in here with the hickory pellets going on it, and then like I said, we'll take it out later on, give it a good test. Let's get this bad boy smoking, shall we? Right, so now that the Traeger's up, fired up, all ready to rock and roll, we're going to get the bacon in for the next 2 or 3 hours. Temperature wise, we're sitting at 91 degrees and we're supposed to be at around 90, so not a million miles off the pace there. So what we're going to do is open up the grill, get the bacon inside. Just going to place it right in the middle of the grill, shut that bad boy, and we'll see him in 2 or 3 hours. Right guys, so we're about an hour and a half into the smoke now. So what we're going to do is just have a quick peek at obviously what the meat looks like now. Let's have a gander. Oh yeah. So yeah, the meat's starting to take on the smoke now. You can see it's starting to change color. It's actually looking really good. Still about an hour and a bit to go, so catch it on the flip side. Right guys, so now we are 3.5 hours down, so coming up for 4 hours. We're still outside here, obviously it's a lot later on in the day now. So yeah, it's time to take the bacon out. What we're going to do is we're going to take it out, pop it on the board, take it inside, chill it off, and then we'll start slicing it. and then we'll obviously do the taste test. So here we go. Yeah, so it looks really good now. Let's get this bad boy out of here. Looks like good bacon to me, that. Righto, let's get it inside, chill it off, and then we'll cook a bit off. Righto, so got the bacon back inside now. It's time to do a bit of cutting it up. It smells amazing. Can really smell the hickory pellets that we obviously smoked into it. It smells great. So what we're going to do now is obviously we're going to slice it as thick as you want it. I like my bacon to be a little bit thicker than usual. So yeah, we'll slice out a few pieces here and get one in to have a little taster. Can just see the colour in it. You can see it on the smoke, how it's penetrated the meat there. It looks absolutely great. And now that we've taken off that little bit there, it smells really good. So yeah. If you had a electric slicer, pop it through there, shave them out. That will work just as well. This is a bit more time consuming obviously, but get in the end, does the same thing, isn't it? I find when you get to the end, if you stack up the meat back next to it again that you've already sliced, it makes it a little bit easier to hold on to the piece that you're trying to slice, so you don't actually get close to cutting your fingers off at all. So little tips and tricks you learn along the way, I guess. Spot on. So that's that all sliced up now and ready for the pan. Let's get our taste test on. So the bacon that we're not going to use, obviously we've vac sealed that. Going to pop that in the freezer now, so that's out the way. And then we're going to head right on to do our taste test, so let's get started. So pan on, nice hot heat there. We're going to get that up to temperature to start off with, and then as soon as that's up to temperature, what we'll do is we'll bob the bacon in and we'll give it a good fry over. Rightio, so now that the pan's up to temperature, let's get a few in. Love the good sizzle. So now that that's in the pan, you can just smell straight off the bat the hickory smoke that's in it. You can get the hint of the maple coming through at the same time. Honestly, this smells fantastic. A lot of people cure their bacon with nitrates. This here is obviously one that isn't cured with a nitrate, so a little bit different, but each to their own, I guess. There's, like it says, there's no right or wrong way to do this. So, like we're going to do now, get that in the pan. Nice big thick pieces of bacon here. So obviously while we're doing this, we're just trying to keep it as simple as possible. So obviously everyone can try do it. I'm going to give these guys a little flip over now. Starting to get a little bit of colour on them. But yeah, smells fantastic. People can do it in the oven as well if you want, under the grill. However you like to cook your bacon, that's up to you. This year just going to be a little taste test for us. See how good we did our job, I guess. Right, so we are getting there. Bacon's got a nice good colour on it now, looking absolutely fantastic. Take these out, I think they're pretty much done now, so get to tasting. Right, so this is why we do it. So let's have a little taste test here. This is probably the best part about it. Let's see what this is all about. Good thing is, tastes like bacon, so that's a plus. Second thing is, the maple on is very, very subtle. So it's not like a strong, syrupy, mapley flavor that's coming through. But it does taste really good. Smoke flavor in it is fantastic. The hickory does really, really stick out. That probably sticks out the most out of all of it. Nice crunch on it as well. But yeah, that's definitely what it's all about. So guys, just want to say thanks for watching this episode of Backyard Barbecue. If you haven't done already so, pop it a thumbs up, drop it a like, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other episodes. It's great to have you guys here, and I look forward to doing many more to influence everyone out there. Keep it real, and like it says, there's no right or wrong way. Cheers, guys.